Good morning, my dear students of class 10. In this chapter of electrolysis, so far we have studied what is electrolysis, what are the different terms associated with electrolysis, different between strong electrolysis and weak electrolysis. Then we had seen about the migration of what are cathode and anode, and about the migration of positive charged means cations and anions, then oxidation and reduction. Then we had seen the theory of electrolytic dissociation. Then it was characteristics of electrolytes. In our previous class, we had seen electrochemical series. What is electrochemical series? Arrangement of metals in decreasing order of reactivity. But what we know about metals, what is the main characteristics of metals? To lose electron. So all the metals lose electrons and form positive ion. But different metals have different tendency to lose electrons. Some metals have great tendency. Great tendency means they lose electron very easily, and some metals lose electron with difficulty. So those metals which lose electron very easily, they are kept on top, and which lose electron with difficulty, they are arranged at the bottom. So obviously, if we arrange like this, we can say that arrangement of metals in decreasing order of losing electron they are placed according to decreasing order in sense of losing electron, and that list of metals are called electrochemical series of metals. Similarly, electrochemical of series of anions is what? Arrangement of negatively charged particles in increasing order. In the electrochemical series of metals, we had arranged in decreasing order, and in here we have arranged in increasing order. Now suppose if we have taken an electrolyte in which copper sulfate and sodium chloride are present, so obviously after passing current, this copper sulfate and copper ion and sulfate ion will be formed. Here sodium ion and chloride ion will be formed. Mind my language very carefully. Sodium being on the top of the series, it will lose electron very easily, means it will form cation very easily. Copper being in the lower part of the series will lose electron with difficulty. Both cation will migrate towards cathode. Now which one will migrate first? Your answer will be what? Ki sodium is very reactive. If it loses electron, it will migrate first. No. What I have told you, those metals which lose electrons easily will gain electron with difficulty, and those which lose electron with difficulty will gain electron easily. So obviously This is in the lower part of the electrochemical series. This one will be discharged first, though both the ions, these both positive charges are liable to be discharged at cathode, but this is discharged first. This should get discharged first according to our electrochemical series and definitions. This should get discharged first. This one should discharge second. Likewise, sulfate, if you see your book, sulfate is on top and chloride is below sulfate ion. So, this one is more reactive. This one is more reactive. So this should get discharged first, or this one should get discharged first. So my dear students, according to our definition, here copper should discharge first, but this discharge, only one will be discharged. Both are positive, both are negative here. Only one of them will get discharged first. This is called selective discharge or preferential discharge. This thing depends on three factors. What is the position of ion? Okay, anyway, we will see it after 2 minutes. Now see, whatsoever I have told you, same thing are here. When two or more ions of same charge, whether they are positive charge or of negative charge, are present in the electrolyte, under identical condition, there should be no change in any condition, whether it is mass, temperature, pressure, anything, no change. Then both are competing for discharge at the same electrode. If they are cations, will tend to discharge at cathode, and if both are anions, will tend to discharge at anode. But only one of them will be discharged. This is called selective discharge. Now, this discharge depends on three factors. Relative position of ions in the electrochemical series. Relative position of ions means what? What do you mean by relative position? Here, those which are on the top will lose electron first or easily. Those which are on the bottom or lower part of the series will lose electron with difficulty, but the lower one will get discharged first. Lower one will get discharged first. So here we had an example. Here both are positive ions. Since they are in the lower position of the electrochemical series, it will be discharged first. Copper will be preferentially discharged first. And what it will do at cathode? What it will do at cathode? This copper ion will gain 2 electrons and becomes neutral. Then relative position. If all other factors are constant, any ion lower in the electrochemical series will be discharged at the relevant electrode, whether it is cathode or anode, in the preference to the ions which are above it. अपने ions से those ions are even at the top will be, lower one will be discharged first. For example, here copper sulfate and water both are positively charged. So hydrogen being lower in the series will be discharged first. So what are the ions present? Cations, copper and hydrogen ion, negative charges, anion, sulfate and hydroxyl. So at cathode, copper, sulfate and hydrogen migrate towards cathode, but copper and hydrogen migrate towards cathode, but copper being lower in the series will be discharged. At anode, hydroxyl ion and sulfate ion both will migrate, but hydroxyl being lower in the series, here see hydroxyl is lower in the series, will be discharged. So hydrogen will lose one electron, will form OH. Now 2OH combines, it will form water plus oxygen atom is formed. Two oxygen atoms combines and it form oxygen molecules. So at cathode what will happen? Copper will be deposited, and at anode oxygen gas will be evolved. Now concentration of ions. See Babu, you have seen that being lower in the series, it should be discharged first. Being upper at upper position, it will not be discharged first. Now, if the concentration in this solution, if the amount of concentration means if amount of sodium ion is greater than copper ion, तो जिसको कहते क्या है, जिसकी लाठी उसकी भैंस. Though they are at the upper end of the series, but concentration of sodium ion is more than copper ion, obviously now this will be discharged first. This will be discharged second. See, in the first case, in the normal case, this was discharged first, but now here if the concentration of sodium is more than copper, then sodium ion will be discharged first. This is called your preferential difference. Let's see. If an electrolyte has a much higher concentration of a particular ion, then that ion whose concentration is more will be discharged at the electrode. If they are cations and their concentration is high, then cation will be discharged at cathode, and if there is an ion concentration of an ion whose concentration of which anion is more, that anion will be discharged at anode. So electrolysis here, suppose we are doing the electrolysis of sodium chloride and this. Now, sodium and hydrogen migrate to cathode, but since concentration of sodium ion, hydrogen ions gains electron more easily than sodium. Sodium is more reactive than hydrogen. It is the hydrogen ion that accepts electron, no problem, and it will form hydrogen molecules. So overall, hydrogen get bubble means hydrogen gas is evolved at cathode. What will happen at anode? Chloride and hydroxyl ion both migrate towards anode, but if the concentration of chloride is much higher than hydroxyl, see, concentration of chloride is much higher than hydroxyl. Actually, hydrogen should discharge first, but since the concentration of chloride ion is greater than hydroxyl ion, much higher than hydroxyl ion, therefore chloride ion is discharge first, though OH has lower position. Though hydroxyl ion is in the lower position, hydroxyl ion should get discharged first, but concentration is more. Whose concentration? Chloride ion. So this chloride ion will lose one electron and forms neutral chlorine. Two chlorine atoms at anode will combine to form one molecule of chlorine, means chlorine gas is evolved at anode. Third is your types of electrodes used. See, there are two types of electrodes. One is active electrode, another one is inactive or inert electrodes. Active electrodes, they take part in chemical reactions like copper, iron, silver. But inert is what? Which do not take part in chemical reaction like platinum, graphite. Platinum and graphite. Here if we are taking another example. This is anode, this is cathode. If we are taking copper electrode, copper anode, and this one of copper. If we are taking copper sulfate and silver chloride, they will dissociate. Now during electrolysis, this will go on dissolving. This will go on dissolving, means when this copper will lose one atom, it will lose one electron. So here copper anode will lose electron and forms this copper ion. This will come in the solution in the electrolyte. So by definition, this silver being in the lower part of the series, it should get discharged first. But here if we are using anode of copper, then copper is also taking part. It is an active electrode. It will take part in the reaction. It will lose electron. Now this electron will come in the electrolyte and increases the quantity, amount, concentration of copper ion. So here the copper ion's concentration will be much more higher than this silver. So instead of silver, now preferentially this one will get discharged. So these are the three factors. For the preferential discharge. Which ion will discharge first? First factor was those which are lower in the series will get discharged first, or second it was discharge depends on the concentration of the ions. More is the concentration, those ions whose concentration is high will get discharged first. And third, it was types of electrodes used. So my dear students, it is enough for today. One thing I would like to remind you, you had been given assignments especially for class 10. I am not threatening you, I am not requesting you, I am only suggesting you. Today we have got a letter from ICSE board. They are ready to give, this time they will give the marks. It will be divided into 4 parts. 2 parts internal marks will be provided by council. they have decided to give you the internal marks on the basis of their assignments. So this assignment will contain 5 marks. So some of the students have submitted, we have given 3 4 marks, some of you have got 5, but many of the students have not submitted. So far they have been given round marks, means 0. So we are going to send this marks to council on 24th. It will be sent on 24th. So dear students, if you have not submitted, I am not giving you the pressure. Now it depends on you whether you want your internal marks or not. If you want, and if you have not submitted, positively submit it on 20th of this month. Otherwise, don't blame any teachers. Wish you all the best.